Battlefield 2042 wishlist. Let's talk about it. I hope in Battlefield 2042 it'll play like Battlefield 5, like the soldier movements, mechanics, and TTK. But I hope the gunplay is like Battlefield 3. And in Battlefield 3, those guns were deadly accurate. You can engage snipers at good distance. I don't have clips because I didn't have a capture card, but I remember running around with the AM94, the 6x scope, bipod, and heavy barrel and just hunting snipers. I don't mean at like 1,000 meters, but 500, 600 meters, no problem. And a 6x scope on a pump action shotgun with slugs can reach out and touch them. And coming from Battlefield 1 and 5, it seems like Battlefield 3 didn't have any recoil at all. And with the leaks and rumors, I hear classic Battlefield maps are coming. I hope they just upgrade them and don't redesign them like they did Battlefield 3 Operation Metro when they put it in Battlefield 4, where they added that big rock in that field, or how they opened up all the cluster spots with opening up the hallways and the elevators. I really love Battlefield 3 Metro, that cluster with guns and explosions constantly in your face where you had to shoot your way to victory. In Gulf of Oman, when they added that sandstorm, you couldn't see more than a few feet in front of you. You could barely see the tip of your ADS, aim down sight. I hope LMGs can ADS. Frustrating to slightly move and your bipod disengages, leaving you not hitting someone because you have to deal with random bullet deviations. And when you're in close quarters combat, you run into a house as a support and an enemy standing there. You fire first and they stand there laughing at you because not one of your bullets has hit them. And after they're done laughing, they'd light you up or even take your dog tags. Anti-air. Something better than Battlefield 5 Nerf cannons. The AAs they have laying around the map, those things are junk. Those bombers fly away before you do any kind of decent damage to them and fly right back and drop every payload they have on your forehead. And the planes? Most of the time the pilots just fly around farming kills from infantry and not even going after other pilots. I rarely see any dogfights. So what does a new player have to fight against air vehicles or even a regular Battlefield 5 player? All I'm saying is give players something to fight against planes. Battlefield 3 had manned AAs at the base and Battlefield 4 had unmanned AAs. I'm not to mention all the anti-air the engineer has. And speaking of bases, I wish they would come back, along with runways. And Rush. I want Rush back. Remember how fun it was to push the enemy team back to their base and hold them there? Or vice versa? Your team fighting to gain ground from that happening to your team? Tanks. SMFH. They need to go back to the way they were in Battlefield 3 and 4. The slow turning turret. In Battlefield 5, it used to be a challenge to run up on the tank with the sticky boom booms. And the speed of the tank. Slow ASF. I could get the time period, but sheesh. Those tanks are slow, and the shell drop on them was crazy. You had to aim at the sky to hit another tank 300, 400, 500 meters away. I'm not saying make LMGs, tanks, and anti-air OP. All I'm saying is make them fun to use again. And I hope the devs keep in mind that Battlefield 2042 is going to double the amount of grenades, RPGs, grenade launchers, and explosives in general, going from 64 players to 128 players. I noticed it doubles coming from 24 players to 64 players. I started Battlefield multiplayer games in Battlefield Bad Company series and Battlefield 3 on the PS3. 12 players per team. Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3. To Battlefield 4, 1, and 5 on the PS4 having 32 players per team. Now Battlefield 2042 is going to have 64 players per team. 128 players on a single server. That's going to be a crazy amount of explosives coming at you constantly. And speaking of doubling, smoke. If Battlefield 2042 has smoke grenades, it's going to be worse than Battlefield 5. BF5 is filled with smoke. You have to run into an ejective blind because it's full of smoke. Smoke grenades, smoke grenade launchers, smoke barrages, Battlefield 5. Friendly team throws them, enemy team throws them. I get the smoke purpose, but way too many people have access to them. I think the medic should be the only one with smoke. It's kind of like Battlefield 1 and the gas ban, but you had a countermeasure to it, with the gas mask. You couldn't ADS, but you had something to deal with it. And attrition. I don't ever want to see that again. I don't want to rely on random strangers for the fun I have in a game. And I don't want to rely on randoms to fully heal me, or to keep my gun fed with ammo, or to fully fix my vehicle. I don't want to run around and find a medic support or look on the minimap for an ammo medic depot 5 to 10 minutes into playing the game. I like the ammo and medic depot. Keep them because you know for sure you can rearm and heal there. I want a full health regen after amount of time. I want the ammo capacity to be larger for guns and vehicles. Getting low on ammo doesn't make it strategic gameplay. It makes you think, where can I find some more so I can keep playing the game? Player visibility. Is that soldier laying there dead or alive? You can shoot at everybody you see laying around, or wait until it does or doesn't shoot at you. The best strategy in Battlefield 5 is to simply lay there and wait. You don't need any skills to pull that strategy off either. Nothing. Not even a bipod. Lay down with your finger resting on the fire button. In all the Battlefields, I have never been shot by a dead player, or what I thought it was. And weapon loadouts let you customize multiple weapons. Battlefield 2042 will have a plus system and let you customize guns as you play. But I'm talking about having multiple guns customized and ready for your disposal. And Battlefield Hardline lets you have up to 5 guns and your character customized and ready to switch between when you die. I would like to have an SMG, assault weapon, a DMR, and a bolt action rifle set up and ready to go. I don't want to have to scroll through and pick a gun, attachments, and a throwable every time I have to switch playstyles. It would be nice to have a CQB loadout, a medium range loadout, and a long range loadout for small maps to large maps. You have everything set up and ready to go. All you have to do is pick which one. And respawn timers for vehicles. Battlefield Hardline had respawn timers that tell you how long you had until that vehicle is ready to be used again. And the option to quit at the end of the round. I don't care who the best squad is. In Battlefield 5 you have to quit before the end of the round or sit through the win defeat screen, the best squad screen, and the end of the round screen with the assignments. Press quit and then a blank screen as you wait until the main menu loads. If Battlefield 2042 has an assignments, I want to be able to track them in game. I don't want to back out and go to the main menu every time I'm done with the assignments just to pick another one. Alright guys, thanks for listening. And if you could, spare a like,